particular, you can do this stuff and you do everything in your mind. The key is that the fundamentalism has got you praying to somebody else, and you got to break the bonds of not thinking that you are superior. There is no God but you. You have suffered for it. You are the supreme. I will take the stone that the builders rejected and make it the cornerstone. You see what I'm saying? It's you. You are the one. The Israel will be set up on the Mount of Olives. You got the spirit of the Mount Olympus coming to the Olympics. That's the whole thing where that whole thing comes from. So it's based on you and what you can do with your mind on anything out here. You see what I'm saying? And that's the cosmic part. And you do a lot of that with light. Right now, if I can get a stomachache, sometimes you just put light down there. When I first used to do it, I used to put light down there and get rid of the stomachache. Then I stopped believing in the shit. And I put it down there and still have to throw up to get the shit out of me, whatever. So, but you can literally change anything. You can cure yourself with the light and all that stuff. And that's the key. White people can't do it, but you can do it because of the simple fact that you got the light, the first dew of the great mother in you. And that's how you utilize the melanin. The first thing the melanin, everything about people telling you on melanin, they're going to tell you a whole lot of physical functions based on diet. Well, that's cool to get physical results, but if you want to get God results, you do it with melanin. Now, there's one key. Imagine a gold light. We're talking about something, when the light hit gold, that baby really shines. So you're talking about a gold radiant light. You see what I'm saying? In blackness. Put everything in blackness so you can really see the light. And all this you do in your head. The aura you put around you, you do it in your head. It's just that we don't understand because we think that because we can't see it, that obviously it can't happen. And that's how you break through things. But when you put that, when you start imagining that light around your aura, you can break through this dense body and get out of this prison house. But now we are the glorified souls because now we got that energy. See, the energy that the brothers and the sisters that was waiting for that's dead, we have that. But you can give them their light by just imagining them and sending them the light. But it's all in your head. You see what I'm saying? What's that? Right. Yeah, that's to get all, if you want to clean, see, one way to get these inches off of you and all this kind of stuff is you literally unzip, you imagine your body and your aura, and you unzip it and step out of it and let the old stuff fall off. That's the dirty you. And you literally can unzip it and step out of it. And then use this nice clean light. You all do all the shit with your mind. That's what that's what all this is about. Yes, that's it. Everything is mind. This is only an illusion. This is only, the physical is an illusion. And you are in love with the prison house. It does not exist. Everything is based on your mind, the mental ability. So let's go into, and a lot of things are getting ready to happen around this vernal equinox is when it's getting ready to actually happen. So let's go into a question and answer right quick. So we can get some stuff. What's that, brother? Yeah. In which part?
Part 2 especially.
Talking about when the ships came and got them and all that stuff?
Yeah, and they also gave them a gun that existed like in the church.
Right, yeah, yeah. But also, if you see the energy on what he could do with his body, was basically indicating what you can do. But the main thing is you cannot put this body in the equation. When you put this body in the equation, you're putting the shell is actually covering up the light. And you got to imagine everything without the body. You see. And just doing imagination, you can do this stuff all the time. Black people, we the most talented. We create all the damn time. I know I can think of a naked woman and get it up. Niggas can do that shit. If you can do that damn stuff, you can do it. You see what I'm saying? Niggas know they can do that stuff. You think of a naked woman and then get it up. And this be truthful here. If you can do that, you can damn create any damn thing. What's that? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No one could see it.
Right.
The beast come calling, so you can know it and all of that.
Right.
The beast came to kill him.
Yeah.
The predator came to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was
That's it. What's that?
Brother, I know they don't show everything on TV, but going back to the prophecies. Everybody that showed was that past and prophecies 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
Everybody showed somebody died coming back, they white. That's good.
Right.
And I know that we died, come back too.
Right.
You know, so
Well, basically, symbolically, they got to keep it all white, because to really go deeper into that, you got to take it all the way back to Africa and Hemmitt, and it's all about black. And then that'll be wondering and all. So they got to keep it around that particular part and all. Plus, because they also want to pimp the knowledge to say that they are the authors of that stuff. So they got to keep it all white and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? And stuff like that. So there's a reason why they do that. It's a conspiracy around that too. You see? Yep. Yeah. Hold on 1 minute. I'm gonna do some question and answer.
I said, you don't find us in their new age material.
Yeah, the new age material. What they've done is taken all that ancient stuff, the African stuff, and just made it all white and stuff. You know, what's that?
Question I was trying to ask you earlier, right? Is it this the prison house that they imprisoned us in? What happened after the spirit get free after somebody died? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I'm saying after that person dies, that person goes to an alternative paradise. But it's only for a short period of time. They have to reincarnate. But those people now are in that particular paradise. They just haven't gotten their light yet, because it's left for the remainders down here on earth to do this thing. And don't worry. Your spirit is going to start doing it, period. So you exist on two levels. What happens is this here. On the other realm where you exist, which like that ship, most of us are on that ship. Damn near all of us are on that ship. And what happens is our higher self, which is the spirit realm, whispers it into our subconscious and translates it through our dreams. And a couple of days later, it comes out in your mind. Most of the damn people, they get these thoughts, they just pass it off with some crazy shit. But just listen to it, because it comes out in your mind. I know I was born on a Tuesday. So I know either Tuesday or Wednesday, because I'm tapped into it now, all the profound shit gonna come on a Wednesday or a Tuesday. On your birthday. And because I was born on a Tuesday, it might not come on a Tuesday. Sometimes it comes on a Tuesday. But no later than Wednesday, after Tuesday is over, I'm going to get what is coming through my subconsciousness.
Talking about during your dreams and all that?
But not even through my dreams, even though it works in through my dreams, and I can be dreaming about it, it'll come in as thought within a matter of some period of that day.
Born on a Wednesday, you know what that means? You were born on a Wednesday.
Were you born on a Wednesday?
No, I'm just asking.
Well, every day is significant. See, every day is significant. Hell, we don't even know what
It deal with that number 5.
Yeah, but check this out. All numbers are infinite. You just got to realize what energy the 5 carries. But there's no such thing as, but when you're looking at it, all numbers are infinite. You see, the 3 is sacred, the 4 is sacred, the 5 is sacred, and damn near when you break it down and all, it's what you call it like that too. It corresponds that way. And you can put them 1 and 2 and 3 together, and they sacred. But you can indicate based on like the 5 or whatever type thing based on that too. But you know, basically that day that you were born is the day that a lot of your and you know, and basically now if you don't know the day you're born, you can just backtrack shit.
I know I looked in the Medulla Turk, and I was looking on Thursday, and I was looking at which letter or which angel or Orisha had to do with Thursday.
Right.
And I always felt differently about Thursday, but I didn't know what it was. You know what I mean? Then when I found that out, it made more sense, because the vibration on Thursday, like, really, it's suitable for me to take on my prayers.
Yeah, but see, whatever day you're born, that's the day that you're Orisha, and that corresponds to that particular day. What's that, brother?
we got another question too. We're all here about the Antichrist. I used to think it was like Satan, the devil, or whoever. But I believe anti doesn't mean black too.
Well, Antichrist, in esoteric, it means the black Christ. Anti comes from the word ain. The word ain is the top of the Kabbalah, which is the triple blackness of space, and is also from the ain you get the absolute, from the nothing you get the absolute, so Christ is light, so it means the yin and the yang. Antichrist is metaphysically, just means the black Christ. Historically, it literally means, and it reads in the Bible, the coming of the Antichrist, the 7-year reign of the Antichrist, the 700 years of slavery, coming from Spain up to down now. You see what I'm saying? Okay. 700 years in the calculation. So it's talking about the reign of the Antichrist. It's talking about the white boy, not only taking 1/3 of the heavens and his whole influence. Is talking about ruling the entire earth. You see what I'm saying? So it depends on what level you deal. Metaphysically, it's talking about the black Christ. the yin and the yang. You see what I'm saying? The black light. The black light, no shadow, the shadow, melanin. But in historically, fundamentally, it's because it's written on two levels. It's the white boy. It's the white boy. Because also in Revelation they say the white boy will come against you. The Antichrist will come against you. Well, we've been in Revelation since the damn middle of the 80s. So therefore, the white boys come against us strong. Because it's come against us strong. What's that?
A lot of our enemies been the black ones.
Huh?
Our black enemies been a lot of our enemies. They ain't been the white boys. Our
Yeah.
enemy is thought, the wrong thinking.
I understand that, but see, you got to realize this here too. You got to realize this here too. You always, anytime you make a connotation or a statement, you got to backtrack that all the way to its least common denominator. And we're enemies based on conditioning. Based on conditioning. So in actuality, you're talking about a zombie state, and you're talking about literally a dead man. You see what I'm saying? Which is an enemy to himself. So therefore, if you're an enemy to yourself and a hate to yourself, you can't love that what you see that looks like you. So you got to always, that's one part about it is when I say is this here. One part about it is this here. Even when I didn't get into the lecture, I didn't want to get into the lecture at all. I had no idea. I had my own shit, and the Spirit put me in this. But one thing I realized, one thing about it is, when I got into it, you got to understand, one thing is crucial, you got to understand black psychology. Or otherwise, every black person will be fucked up because we are fucked up. You see what I'm saying? And until you understand the black psychology, and understand that our people are the way they are and all, and that's the only way you can love. Because the main thing that keeps you going, one other part too, that keeps folks from killing you and all this kind of thing here. And I realized this because I was trying to put it together. Because they've been taking out some people the last 2 years. They've been taking out even brothers in the struggle. But let me tell you what the deal is. One thing, what you have to do is you got to love black people. That's the key. That's what's going to save you. I ain't talking about loving no white. The Bible tells you to love. We thinking it's the damn white man, but the scriptures was written long before the white man got on you. You got to literally love white people. You know what I'm saying? You got to love, excuse me. You got to love black people. Not the beef, but you got to love black people. And in loving them and understanding them and all too. And understanding them too and stuff. So yes, we say that, and I see that in everybody. But see, the average dead person will tell you that. If I go down to Northern South Carolina, I start talking some shit about this and that and how this world, and then the first thing they'll say is, niggas do all this shit too. That's the first thing you hear. Niggas hate niggas, and it's always these black people. You know, this kind of thing too. So we talking about a black psychology, and we talking about the inner light what's in us. Yes, we are crazy and all this kind of thing here. But the key is, that's one fundamental way I was able to do this thing and able to make it as far as what I was doing is because I don't chastise no black person for being a fool to understand those particular people. I do have a problem with people that get knowledge and turn against the people. But the average brother out here and stuff, and what's that?
Have you ever talked about the book, All the Warriors in your lectures?
Yeah, some things and all, but some other couple of people dealt with it, college and those things. So basically the ones who, I usually just deal, some other people was into that, and they say you never deal with what another person was sent to deal with. So, Steve Coakley, and those, they dealt with the actual book. And there's some metaphysical stuff in the book too, you see what I'm saying? Because the art of war can also be the same concept or whatever, so
You can go back and check out some of them old pop live tapes. We dealt with it in the 80s. I don't know where you
What's that? Well, the crescent moon also means the art. It also means the art. It also means, crescent moon also means, it's the symbol of Tahuti. In Egypt, it's the symbol of Elijah and Elias in Hebrew. It's the symbol of Enoch in Hebrew. So it also means messenger. So when the crescent moon appears like that, it's a message. It's the final warning. It's the call. Also, Gabriel is a form of that particular thing. It's like a trumpet blowing. So it means messenger when you see the crescent moon. Crescent moon.
If you was born during that time of month, some type of stuff.
Yes, it is. But see, the thing about it is what I'm saying is about this here and talk. Yes, there's certain powers you can use to your benefit based on what your incarnation is. But your incarnation is hell, that's for the first stage. But when you raise up to a certain level, you're beyond that shit. What I mean by that is because you was here before, you was incarnated on another day. And you're going to find out that you all of those days. But the astrological thing is pertinent as far as your moon and your sun and all that. That's real deal stuff that came out of Egypt. You see what I'm saying? But the concept is not what we're talking about. There's several stages of our development. One stage of our development, you deal with things based on this type of energy into the physical on one thing. But then you get to another stage where you God. And you can utilize all that stuff because the kingdom is not here now. So now the energy is within you. And you can utilize all those energies like that. You know. You can utilize all those energies. Give me some more questions. Yeah, okay. The sister here and you. Wait, what's that?
Yeah, Bobby, how long will we be the witness of the Death Star you mentioned?
It's here. I'm telling you, this thing, the white. There's a show come on called This Week in Bible Prophecies, and the crackers got this right concept. They say because they believe in Jesus, whatever. They say if Jesus come back before next week, I guess we won't see you again. But if you don't come back, we'll see you next week. And the concept is we so far into time. This thing could be tomorrow. It could be a month from now. It could be 2 months from now. They say you won't know the day, but you will know the season. Masses of people don't even know the season. People putting out buying stocks and bonds for their children and shit. This cracker here talking about killing us in the next couple of days and stuff. And anytime you can take a dog on man, they're showing you how crazy they are. One week this man, Buchanan, can be charged with all his doggone cabinet members, campaign members, white supremacists, about 3 of them. And the next week he wins Connecticut. No, what's that? Vermont. Vermont, Vermont is Vermont, showing you the concept of these crackers. Do you know they say Vermont, the average salary in Vermont is $100,000. They say that's serious. They say, so if you got a cracker that's a brilliant cracker, he gonna be in Vermont. You ain't gonna find no idiots. They say this is not like some Mississippi. See what I'm saying? Well, you got some idiots. They say that your most prestigious crackers is in Vermont. And if he don't win that, a week after they did this, you understand the concept? Now, me personally, if we was to get on that far, I would hope that mother win president. If I was to register to vote, I'd vote for Buchanan. I'm voting for anybody to kick a nigga in the ass. And I'm voting for any motherfucker cut out welfare. Now, you might think I sound like a white supremacist.
There you go.
Not welfare, because our poor brothers and sisters don't punish for that. But any nigga that can cut out some damn black college subsidizing and kick some niggas out of Congress and get these bourgeoisie niggas off their goddamn pedestal.
There you go.
I'm ready for it. And you must write it on the sheet.
There you go.
Now, because most of these folks don't give a damn about the plight of black people. So they only give a damn when that cracker kicking them in the ass. So Buchanan is my man if I was into the voting thing. Yes. That Buchanan's a bad voter, Gita boy. He on the ass. It don't matter whether he don't love me or not, because I'm not validated by the cracker no more. But I'm just looking at the scope and I'm saying, put the cracker on that nigga's ass now. Because they love the white man more than the white man loves himself. You see what I'm saying? But damn, I forgot what you told me. But I guess I answered it, did I hope? Did I answer it? What did you say?
Yeah, about the Death Star.
Yeah, so the Death Star is here now, and it's going to be here until the duration of when this thing is up. But now we can be. Elijah Muhammad, they took him outside, Master Prophet Muhammad, and the guy said that the star going to be your witness bearer. And now we talking about something that's going to be a witness bearer. They say in these days it's going to be a fixed star that's going to appear. I read it in the book. That's the witness bearer.
And the 2 stars out there?
But it's 2 of them. One, it's just one replaces that when that one goes down. But there's several ships out there. They say they got 70 other ships that borrow their light from that one ship. You see what I'm saying? What's that, Cabo?
Oh yeah, what is the movie, man? I just saw this movie a couple of months ago. Christopher Walken plays an angel. Little kid blows his horn, and the door, the glass door on the school door shatters. And he says, all right, give me that, man. You don't know what you're doing. And he says, all right, kid. Yeah, that's it. He says, all right, kid. And hey, study your math. It's the key to the universe.
Right. Yeah, I saw that. I saw the movie when it came out the first day. I have to go back and study the movie because it was so much. It wasn't one of the best portrayals of it, but I know it's got some stuff in it. But it was called.
The angels had no eyes, but they were just black.
Yeah. And like I said, I got to go back and study it because when I saw it the first time, it just didn't hit me as good. I thought they could have done a better portrayal of it.
He turned into black coals when she shot at it.
Yeah, but you know, like I said, so I just have to go back and do it again. Cause I saw it the first week it came out, and but it had a certain significant things in it. Yep. Give me some more questions. What's that?
Yeah, I wanted to go back.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
To the heart chakra thing.
Yeah.
And in a very selfish way, I know there's a whole process with racial, migratory, and all that thing. And I guess what I'm just saying is that, when you choose, because this is a conscious choice for me, it's a choice I've been making for several years now. And I'm just finding that it's a narrower and narrower.
I got the best way to do it.
And it's a solitary path. And to the point where, Sister Afakini was talking about being depressed, and I know, I'll say this on camera, being very prone to that because I do realize the futility in the mundane and all that stuff. And at the same time, it's like a tremendous sense of loneliness and all that solitary work that you have to do. And I know they, you talk about witches. Witches were always women who lived by themselves, or, people didn't know what they were doing behind closed doors or stuff because they were not in relation to, women are typically in relation to other members of the community, either children, or you're somebody's mother, or you're somebody's wife, or something. And then when you don't have that visible linkage to somebody, you can be considered, a witch.
I know where you're coming from, and I think I got the solution to it. I think the solution to it is it's not as much application than it is thought in the point that is here to you. See, it's got to be one fixed point, and I got it, and it just channeled me, and I got the damn message. First of all, anytime you are doing some work, it's always got to be a fixed point. Let's say if you want a car, you want to go out there, it seems like, and you got your eyes set on a car, and you need such and such amount of money. You will work a lot harder because you got a fixed point on that car. You never ever like you working on the job, you know that shit hard, but you know that you're going to get off and you're going to go out there and buy something right after that that you've been wanting for a while. Don't necessarily have to be a car, it can be something small. And you work a little harder. I found out what the fixed point is now. The fixed point is in any kind of thing when it comes to solitude or the application of anything, and basically it's thought, and I'm going to tell you how you can accelerate this. Basically, the fixed point is you really, literally, the reason why most people cannot do this or anything is because they do not have love for some people to even sacrifice or something. And like I'm saying is this here. And it's simple. To start off, just take a damn family member and say, well, hell, I'm doing this shit for them. If you can't relate to all the black people, if that's so broad. The main you see what I'm saying? The main thing is the love for black people. That's what keeps it in the game. It's just like the Sister Shakira. She was saying, well, I know there was some situation where some shit was supposed to go down and happen to me because it's going down to some brothers and sisters around me. And I want to know why the government didn't come to get me. But the key was, she loves black people. And that's what keeps her alive. She truly loves black people. And you get a person like that truly loves black people like that, no. That's the key. In the book, when Amos gave the book of law, it says the lemma, love under will. And the truly love of black people, I've even seen the white supremacists do this shit. I've seen some crackers that love white people so much because they trained that little boy from the day to be with the race. You see what I'm saying? So even he can do some stuff that's senseless, where he just hates. because of his beastly nature, but he loves the crack. You got to look at the same model of what it is. So we talk about he is. In order to do it, if you do it selfishly, right, because really you say, I don't care that much about my damn self, you know, but if you do it with somebody else in the point, it's no more than like a mother with a child. You see what I'm saying? No more than a mother with a child. Certain things one thing about a sister, she gonna provide for that damn child. Yeah, you get a few people that fall through the cracks, but that's not the norm. You see what I'm saying? You got to have a fixed point of some other reference in order to do anything. You see what I'm saying? Then you're not really doing stuff selfishly, whereas if I did the shit for self, then I said, shit, I might as well get the hell on out there and put on me some pink down drawers and go out there and be a playboy nigga or whatever kind of shit. And you know I ain't got the damn attributes for that shit. What's that?
I want to ask you about a couple of these cups that been in the news. They had some on the current affair talk about the solar temple. I think you might have mentioned it on WRFG one time. These white folks, a lot of these over in Sweden, where they line themselves a certain way before they committed suicide.
Right.
And the one that was in the ones that was in Japan, right? They let that stuff go on the subway. Now, 60 Minutes did something on that. They trying to say that some of those people in this country, they know they have access to a lot of these chemicals and shit. Now, I'm just wondering, you think they're going to try to do something like that here? Because like they say, know these people.
They're going to do that, yeah. That's what they're going to do in the Olympics.
Oh, okay.
That's the reason why they bump you at the airport to have 2 pieces of ID, have anybody ask you to take this on the plane, and why they have that fake thing where they rushed in and did the terrorist act.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
All that is for they're going to do a terrorist event in the Olympics. As well as they're going to do one, they're going to do one on Minister Louis Farrakhan.
Okay.
See, first they set him up big time. He go over to the Muslims and speak before 4 million Muslims. A few years ago, they announced him as kafir, unbelievable, because of Ahmad Muhammad. They ain't never liked Minister Farrakhan. But all of a sudden, now he over there like he the Islamic Jihad, speaking to 4 million Muslims. Now, let's look at the scenario here. In the 1980s, you couldn't buy a TV show to put him on the TV. See, all we gotta do is just think back. You couldn't get it. Now, I used to go to the places. I went to the Beach Street Baptist Church with the Black Agenda. They had all the press up there. Next day, I didn't see it on no TV. Now, all of a sudden, since when did hell did the damn white man show the Savior's Day speech on C-SPAN? Yeah. Now, all of a sudden, in the 90s, he done got so bad, they showing Savior's Day on C-SPAN. And what they doing is they setting this thing up so as they're getting ready to do something terroristically with the Islamic thing, and they're going to put it right on the Nation of Islam, and guess what? They can fill the slot because they done show him on TV accepting money from all the billions of dollars and speaking and dooming the United States before 4 million people. And he all set up. That shit is all set up.
That's how they run it, too.
You know, there was a kid who graduated from Morehouse who was arrested and was charged with running guns and stuff, and they threw in there that he was affiliated with the Nation of 5%.
Not only that, too.
Islamic.
When they blew up the building in Oklahoma, the first thing that came on the news the first morning was it was the Nation of Islam. That's all. So not only are they going to do a terrorist act with that, they're going to do one right before that with the minister. That's the only reason why they're showing him on TV. All of a sudden, he become a household name, but he done took Jesse Jackson's slot. You don't see him on TV no more. You see the minister Louis Farrakhan. He all in the damn newspaper. You see what I'm saying?
What about this guy?
What's that? Okay, you get what's that?
Well, speaking of Minister Farrakhan, you know, he asked for some money from everybody else at that Million Man March. And they gave out everybody a telephone number. And several people tried to call that 800 number, but they never get through. And now he's received, so-called from the news, they say he received $1 billion from Gaddafi and Libya.
Yeah.
And this seems like it's causing some type of controversy with Caucasians. They're fun, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, the congressman, what's that?
On top of that now, this is in the Atlanta Leader newspaper. They just had a meeting at the First Iconian, and what is it, Jaleel Muhammad, whoever his spokesperson is, told them that they want the black folks in America to give the minister $1 million to show him that we support what he's doing.
Well, see, not only that, too, what's happening is if you go, if you see, when they get ready to tie it to, see, they're going to tie the minister with the whole black race. Let me show you how they're going to do it. They're already doing it on Sean Hannity show. They're saying the minister Farrakhan and his million-man races. Okay. Knowing that most people that went to the Million Man March, some of the people wasn't even following Farrakhan.
But the way they're going to do it is they're going to say that he is the premier black leader of black America. So when they do the terrorist act, they're going to lock up all the niggas. Because they all followed him to Washington, D.C. And so Sean Hemmitt every morning, he says, Screwy Louis and his million black racists. You see. So that's it too. They putting all that down and all. You see, what's that?
I heard during the Olympics they were trying to kill a lot of blacks, but actually before the Olympics, word is to get as many black people in the city as much as possible, about killing, starvation, running you out of the city. But
well, you know what? What I think is, I think that they release a lot of information on what they're going to do in a mass and physical way. And all along, they do it every day with killing them with the concentration camps, the cloning, you see what I'm saying? The zombie effect, the drugs and all that. So I think, because we have been waiting for the last 5 or 6 years for them to pull the King Alpha plan and all the physical things of what they do. And then when we get there, we don't see it, and we just go on about our business, and they have done every bit of that. You know, with a new string of AIDS for black men and a new thing. So what I'm saying is the point of the trains and taking us up like cattle, they are more advanced than that now. They just, what they do is they put out a certain amount of information as far as them doing it on the physical way for us to keep looking that way, and on the same time, man, they are more advanced than that. I don't see why they have it to do. I mean, they got most black people at their mercy. You know what I'm saying? At their mercy. I mean, they can kill us any kind of way they want to, when they want to do it, and how many they want to do it, at their mercy. And guess what? We wake up the next day and still be looking at a damn million black people standing in our face. They done killed one whole group out and replaced another. That's how advanced they are now. You see what I'm saying? So the Olympics, yeah, they are going to do it. But if it comes down and if it's not physical, don't think that they didn't do it. I'm telling you, they're doing it now. They have already made us small compared to, you know what I'm saying? But they're more advanced than what we think we are. They're not going to do it on the same regime as the Nazi Germany.
Our neighborhoods is going to be the new concentration camps, right? Because they patrol them like
well, actually, they already are. They already are. I'm going to tell you something else, like I said. You ever seen a black woman driving a motor bus under the age of late 50s or early 60s? You ever seen a 30-year-old black woman driving a motor bus? They know in actuality they get a particular black woman mentality at that age. And they always get one at that age there. And they put that same driver patch on their ass. Once they do that, them moms will kill their mama. And I'm telling you, I married moms. If you gonna get left, or the person will look you in the face and won't open up the door, it's some middle-aged black woman with a same driver patch on. You see what I'm saying? They won't let you go for nothing. I said, damn, this is the thing. I said, well, why is it they can't get a younger sister to drive the bus? When in her 30s or whatever. It's the same black women, and the same one they get, they take a certain one, and they automatically know that kind of one is going to do that kind of stuff. So what I'm trying to say is we are robots. You'll be surprised on the things that they do. I can go, I'm telling you, I went up in Kroger, and here again, this sister checking me out. You know, this sister checking me out. I done spent $20-something on groceries, and I need 11 damn cents, and that mother look at me like I need $50.
I know what you mean.
And the little hip-hop brother with his pants down was bagging up. He looked at her like he was crazy. He said, here, man, here's a damn quarter. Here's a quarter, woman. He gave the damn woman a quarter for me. I was short 11 cents. So what I'm trying to say is that they have come in and they got our people on such an advanced level, and so they don't even need to just kill us on that type of thing. You see what I'm saying? On that kind of thing. Man, niggas won't let you go, won't give a doggone dog a bone. You see, they got us. You see, I mean, they got us, you know what I'm saying? Like one day I was in Kroger. No, this is down on Ponce Leon. And now they got a section off. They got this section off. Because they mopped the floor. Well, the floor ain't dry, and I got to go down this section to get something. So I went and tiptoed down the floor and got what I wanted.
That was a white man mopping. He done gone. This sister looking at me and got mad as shit like this. She owned the stove. She was mad as hell.
You messing up that white man work.
And I looked at her, I said, damn, since when did you buy a damn coat? And then she thought for a minute, because she knew she was idiotic, and then she changed it. You can get hurt down that aisle. I said, I don't know when the hell I'm going to get hurt down some damn aisle and stuff. I done slipped and fell before on ice and shit. I walk on the damn way, you see, but she had to change that shit. So what I'm trying to say is our people are programmed so much in the self-hatred that we have to it automatically. It automatically adds into that stuff and stuff. So I think a lot of the things is they're doing it already. You see, like Juju said this shit built on. He said it's like a bunch of rotten trees. You know how trees die? It just ain't fell over yet. That shit been dead a long time ago. That's how that shit is. It's gone. Just wait for the shit to fall down. What's that?
Just go back up in the cosmos for a minute, Bob. I want you to talk about that satellite thing that we was talking about. The rope that broke off and it was up making electricity and it broke.
Yeah.
And then I told you they gave out schedules of when you could see it in Atlanta, and I'm sure they're doing it all over the country.
So when you can see the broke one?
Yeah. That's what
when you can see the broke one,
that's what I'm telling you. That's what I was telling you.
Right. I get it now.
It's 12. They got 12 miles of budget card. They met out there was up there doing some kind of weather.
Right.
Making electricity.
So now something breaks
they need to be making electricity.
That's like if my book fly out the damn window and I come by and give schedules on when a nigga brings my book.
Check. What's this to that man? So Bill Cooper told us that they were going to do this grand, like we being invaded thing, sometime in 1997, 98.
Right.
And I think this is like a prelude. Like they're testing things to make sure where it can be seen.
Well, that's what Area 57 and all that's about. Yeah, I would believe that.
So Bill Cooper also was saying that it's like an introduction of them coming in. Coming in slowly, where it's like, they on Sundays they have a show called Above and Beyond.
Yeah.
And the so-called aliens are the enemy that's coming from, above and beyond.
Right.
But personally, I realize that the aliens are right here. It's right here,
Yeah. This thing here, I think a lot of the stuff is so much propaganda now into it, basically, is to keep us away. I'm telling you, they have done so much now. I'm saying, so yeah, there can be a grand finale when shit get tough, and that's when they know that we really got them licked. And it very well may be. But when that time happens and stuff, it ain't gonna be no, it's gonna be something very advanced, but they'll be through. Okay, what's that?
I wanted to ask about the religion at Emory University.
Yeah.
What are they primarily using?
Well, it's no different than just, what do they use?
I mean, what are they?
They're just all over. You just got some white people that is working with the government and working with some alien things and all, and they just basically try to stop what you call it. And basically what they do is they spy, they do certain rituals against conscious people, and conscious people and different things like that, and seeking they can get it so they can direct an alien to walk in that person if that person is not right, or get a person down to get you to clone him. So basically it's no different than the government trying to do. It's just that particular ones that was situated over that particular area at that time. You see. So you can do all kinds of things. But remember now, once you, the key for protection also is once you know the game, they no longer have no power over you. That's the key. Once you know the game, because your energy is so strong, they no longer have no more power over you. Only ignorance breeds the doggone mass destruction. They say our people will perish for lack of knowledge. What's that, brother?
What about these crackers, these white folks mutating, going underground and all this?
Well, they've had thousands of those. There's millions of them die a day, they say. But the technology is so advanced until they're putting out that many clones a day. Hell, if they can damn kill 90-something chickens a minute, that's how many humans they cloning each day. With memory and all of that too. So millions of them, they say. But what it is they said that what it is you watching the TV and it's the illusion that there's that many white people out there, and they say it's not as many as what we think it is. A lot of them are dead. You see, a lot of them are dead.
All you gotta do is look at the obituary.
Plus, just think about this, if you're a person that don't even know none of this, there's no way you can detect it because you never think about it. In your remote
possibility. You never think about it. Yeah, give me some more questions. No more questions?
Hey, I heard they were mutating chicken with 4 wings.
Oh man, shoot, they doing all kind of stuff. Like I said, the biggest thing now is the clones, is the freak clones. Men with 2 penises and women with both sexes. That's the new freak clone thing. So like I said, the porn industry now is not the regular porn thing. That's going, you know, like I say, you see one porn tape. Now the biggest thing is the $40 and the $50 tapes is freak tape, cheap tape. Men with penises this wide, women with breasts out to here, and they got about 1 out of 5 white women with both penises and vaginas and stuff like that, and men with 2 penises and all that kind of thing. And plus also they clone a lot of black women to do these black nasty magazines now too. You see those are things too. Somebody just raise their hand. What's that?
I heard you say earlier that I think it was in the 60s you said for black back in slavery, didn't you?
Yeah, basically they did, but it's a more advanced way. You know, I was looking at on PBS. I was looking at the Negro baseball league. You had everything back there: black doctors, black lawyers, black funeral homes, black baseball, black everything. And in the 60s, they get the #1 agent, and you went back into the thing, and you have nothing now. And basically, you are on the plantations of the white man. You see, so basically that's what they did.
Like, what was the thing about killing children born in the 70s? What was that?
Well, basically, it was not killing them. They just had to mobilize during that particular time and just make sure. Well, actually, they made sure that none of the actual stuff of the 60s was taught. So basically, you got people that grew up in all of the 70s and came out of high school in the 1980s. They had to learn about Malcolm and stuff in the late 80s.
Yeah. And 90s.
And 90s. Some of them still don't know. You see what I'm saying? They had to learn about Malcolm, they had to learn about W. I'm like, who the fuck is Marcus Garvey? I didn't know who the hell Marcus Garvey was until I was in college. Who the hell is this? It was an unknown entity. And plus, the black people only have a 3-year span of memories. They are popular people. Hell, they don't know what happened in 19. You ask a nigga what happened in 1990. I don't know. You see what I'm saying? So what happens is they just make sure that they dictate what is taught. So therefore, the children lost all of that stuff, and that was supposed to be after the revolutionary of the 60s. You're supposed to get a child of the 70s that was supposed to be on it. Real deal soldiers. But what happened is they had to come in the damn 80s, and they really came in the 80s and the 90s after the white man started killing them again with all the gang warfare and the dope and the crack. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So it's always we get conscious on the tail of somebody whipping us in the ass. We always the people that react instead of the people that act. We're supposed to act in the 70s, but they passed out all that free shit. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And it just messed niggas up. You know, messed niggas up and all. Plus they gave most of the people Martin Luther King, and this is the way it was supposed to be. What's that?
And speaking of the 70s, you know, the 70s seemed like, you know, well, I came out of high school in the 70s, the early 70s. It seemed like, you know, everybody was just happy and you...
70s was what... But you can't believe it. You can't see it. 70s was the best era of our... If it's any close to part of just happiness of black people, the 70s was that time. Man, that 70s was the best part of black, you know, with the blacks. We call it exploitation flicks, but if you was in the 70s, them shits was good. Made you feel proud. Everything black, Soul Train pumping, Afro this. I mean, we had a whole nother culture.
And this long time picking you up.
Right, and at that particular time, in the 70s, it was totally a different culture where you didn't have people wanting to be white. The 80s came in and niggas, you know, next thing you know, Prince and shit with a whole bunch of white people. Everybody got their hair down and it was good. You know, but the 70s was it, and that was that particular part now. And you know, so it was a glorious time. What's that?
I was thinking about this the other day. I just want to put this out. I haven't researched it or anything, but I was thinking about people carrying around pages all the time, and those are just like tracking devices. I didn't know anybody, you know, had heard anything about it, but everything.
The Beatles is best. That's why, you know, and cell phones too. That's how they got on there. Yep, all of that.
Well, that's why you know they're free. You can get the cell phone. Yeah, they just start paying to the
okay, I want to go over this ritual. Yeah, I want to go through this ritual. It's supposed to be an Egyptian master ritual to raise the energy in you. So, for the ones that stay around, I want to go through this ritual right quick. All you got to do is just stand up and repeat after me. And we'll put it on the tape too. This is an Egyptian rite, consecration of the circle.
What I showed you in the book, when I showed you the circle and the dot, the circle. This is the circle and this is the black dot. So we're literally talking about consecration of the circle. We're literally talking about contacting that entity within you. So when you're doing this ritual, you ain't doing the ritual to no other gods but yourself. Because all the gods that's going to be mentioned in here is components of the alpha male breakup in your own egg. So this ritual is the consecration of the circle. Is talking about the black dot. So we're talking about literally waking up that person in you which is already woke, but it's kind of dizzy. So what you're going to do here is you literally bringing it energy or giving it some water. You know how you give somebody some water, they go, oh, thank you. Well, so basically you're giving it energy that way. So that's what this Egyptian rite is. Okay, repeat after me. Let the shining ones not have power over me. I have purified myself and my heart is filled with joy. Having anointed myself with unguents, I have made myself strong. I bring to you perfume and incense, O glorious one. Let me place incense on this fire as homage to thee. Talking about in you now. Okay. Homage to Tefnut water. All homage to Gab earth. All homage to Atum fire. All homage to Shu air. And you know all those elements are in your body now. Okay. Now we're going to say this 12 times. I supplicate the Kintu Amintu. 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 Kintu Amintu is also talking about the deepest forms of your subconsciousness, and you supplicating it means that you're giving it energy. Okay. Ra, I adore thee. Ra, I adore thee. Hail Aset. Hail Aset. All homage to Tahuti. All homage to Tahuti. I adore God, Lord of heaven. I adore God, Lord of heaven. Lord of earth. Lord of earth. King of righteousness. King of righteousness. Lord of eternity. Lord of eternity. Prince of everlasting life. Prince of everlasting life. God of life. God of life. Builder of eternity. Builder of eternity. Hail Kephra. Hail Kephra. Who now approaches in a divine splendor. Who now approaches in a divine splendor. Thou art the God of life, Lord of love. Thou art the God of life, Lord of love. Okay. All people live when thou shinest. All people live when thou shinest. Hail Temu. Hail Temu. Thou givest the splendor in heaven. Thou givest the splendor in heaven. As a phoenix going forth. As a phoenix going forth. I have made all offerings to the gods and sacrifice to the shining ones. I have made all offerings to the gods and sacrifice to the shining ones. I show my mastery over all living things. I show my mastery over all living things. With this night, I have become one with the Lord of light. With this night, I have become one with the Lord of light. O Eye of Heru, grant unto me the secret longings of my heart. O Eye of Heru, grant unto me the secret longings of my heart. Swifter than light, O shining ones, return now. Swifter than light, O shining ones, return now. To the heights of heaven. To the heights of heaven. I have walked beside thee, O glorious ones. I have walked beside just as I have passed, just as they pass close to God who is mighty and resplendent. It is the sum total of all things. My phallus is that of Amsu. My flesh is that of Net. Ashe. All right. The male part is Amsu and the female part is Net. And that's what they was talking about here. This is a master ritual. If you really studied it, really what it was actually literally giving your own self power. You see, to open you up and all the type thing. But the key is you speak it into existence. And is it not written in the law that ye are God, so you speaking it into existence. So therefore, the shit is going down. You see what I'm saying? So this was coming out of a book, Complete Magic Primer by David Conway. I think it's the same guy that did the moon magic. This little book here. Anyway, that one little section on 3-4 pages is called that he gives you a ritual and astral projection and all kind of stuff. But anyway, I just thought that was one of the best ones I found as far as you can do all together. So yeah, well, you know, no more. Well, we can sit down if no more questions. Okay, yeah, we sit down then if you want to do that. More questions or whatever. Then what's that, sister?
Yes. How is all of this related to the gods, the deities, and the tree of life?
Mm-hmm.
How would you? There's a similarity, or is it?
No, it's the same. See, first of all, if you look at the metaphysical part of the tree of life, the tree of life is your body. You see, that's the metaphysical thing about the tree of life is, a lot of people teach the tree of life as an objective element. It's actually, the tree of life is actually your body, the systems and the energies in your body. And the gods that you're dealing with, they are forces in the universe, but they act inside of your body. They conjure, they come and they work through your energy. So it's the same thing, but see what it is when we're taught things, a lot of times we're taught things from a historical and what you would call a moralistic view. And we always somehow take these gods and look at these gods as objective somewhere outside of us, and in actuality, we are gods, and some of the people in here are nothing but the razor images of the same incarnated goddess. This sister here could be a form of Aset. There could be other sisters form of Aset, and some people could be a form of Osar and all this kind of thing here. But the gods that they're talking about, they have counterparts. There's two dimensions. Their spiritual part is in the mental, which is inside of your head, and the physical part is us. So we are those gods. You see what I'm saying? We are those gods. And there's different rays and energies and also too. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I just wanted to see the connection. I'm reading it.
Yeah. So the metaneta, one thing about it is also when you deal with it, there's certain energies, but the certain energies also is also connected with you also too. So what's that?
I just want to go back to what you were saying about 1% of the country, population is conscious. I just think back to this OJ thing, how easy it was. I mean, how people use that shit. Like,
right.
It's a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
It would be very easy for the power to be positively studied. Like, damn, look how we got these people. Like, you know.
Well, actually, everything they do is a case study like that.
You know, and I'm like, it would be easy. I'm saying when I first saw that, you know, that was that came from. I said, you know, the power that be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they stand back and they stand how they got people glued to this shit. Like, it's such a big thing.
And not only that, too, we talking about something that was 98% choreographed. That was no, they was talking about preempting the soap opera. That's all it was not a figure of speech soap opera. It was literally some actors coming in and doing that shit. Yeah. What's that, sister?
Yeah, my husband, we have multiple Necronomicon.
Right.
The first time I, went through the book.
Yeah.
It just shook me up.
Right. Okay, and I understand where you're coming from.
But some things, I just want to understand some of the stuff. I mean, and I read it, and then I think I told my husband one time, I felt like I was in my apartment. I was going through the hallway, and it seemed like it happened real fast on the side of my eye, like I saw like a figure, this black.
Mm-hmm. Well, you see them all the time anyway. They're around us right now.
Yeah.
one thing about the Necronomicon is, as far as the reason why I told, people to read it and all that kind of thing, because what's happening here is, when they're talking about evil stuff and all that kind of stuff, the gods that they're talking about, that's us, and that's in relationship to white people. That's in relationship to white people. Fortunately, all the religious books that was put down here that we read is related to us on this sphere, and so therefore it's all for us. You see what I'm saying? It's all for us. That's the fortunate part about it. You see. What's that?
I just want to tell everybody else too. The Bible says, "Is this in the mind of the Creator?"
Right.
So therefore, everything is energy.
Right.
The Necronomicon is only, if you look at it, it always has some sigil.
Right.
Which is some geometric design.
Right.
So that very design itself has a certain energy.
Energy.
And when the design has energy, so if you're doing a love thing, you find one to deal with love, that will make your energy more prevalent at that time.
Take, for instance, if you go and take a transistor radio and bust it open and look at the damn board, what that board is called? The circuit board. If you look at the circuit board, you will see the same kind of doggone designs as them little keys in that book. The circuit board is energy. You see what I'm saying? Or it's the vehicle in which energy flows. Well, that's the same thing with these sigils and all that kind of stuff. That's our energy that's in us, and it's just that those are the circuit boards that we made to conjure up that energy. And so you got to look at this thing. You can't look at this thing all the time as being the gods, as if you're taught in Christianity or whatever. You got to look at this as fields of energy and beings of light, and you also have to look at yourself as beings of light, because in doing that, that's the best way to get rid of this, not thinking of yourself as physical. And so therefore, if physical is objective, I'm different than this brother. But if we got the same energy in us, we damn near the same. But if we think of them physical and we think of the gods in the same counterpart, we miss the whole thing. We talk about formulas and frequencies and energies and beings of light. You see what I'm saying? Water out of the same damn pond is still the same water. Whether you put it in a glass or whatever, if you put it back in that pond, it's the same shit. What's that? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Speaking of energy, and I know you're very familiar. I just want to make sure everybody else is familiar with that. I've seen pictures of an Egyptian god, Ptah.
Right.
Carried that staff.
Right.
That staff almost has
right.
the shape of, you see a circuit board, energy type.
If you go out to these electric companies and see that shit that they got them wires running through, it's the same shit. Magnetism. The Dejed. As a matter of fact, in that book up here, in this book, they got a whole chapter on the pillar of Osiris, the Dejed. They got a whole chapter of the pillar of Osiris, and that's the same thing out here. You see, that's in us too. You see the same pillar you see out there, the Dejed, the pillar of Osiris. There's one in this book, The Passions of Isis and Osiris, the union of two souls. The transformative journey through the most stirring love story of all mythology. This book here, she really breaks the shit down real simple in this book. This is the wife of the guy who wrote The Goddess Sekhmet, Gene Houston. Yeah.
They wore in their regalia, I think it represents wisdom.